Hello my crypto people, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News, where we cover the most important daily crypto news every single day for y'all. So make sure that you watch the video all the way through so you don't miss out on anything important. Having said that, I also today have some very exciting news. I got verified over on Twitter, and maybe you don't care, but hopefully now a lot less people will get scammed, so I'm very excited to see that. Having said that, the first article of today is this right here. Bitcoin shorts decline on Bitfinex, players embrace for upward trend. Now, as I've already described on my second channel, which is called 5 Minute Crypto, I basically described over on there how I personally think that Bitcoin has a very high chance to shoot upwards. I mean, right now we have already kind of seen it over the night. When I made the video, we bounced back one more time before shooting upwards, as I kind of described in that video. But right now, the next couple of hours, potentially couple of days, we're kind of waiting for some of the more bigger announcements like from FOMC, and we can have a crazy bullish or potentially a crazy bearish breakout, but it's been going on for weeks and weeks since the end of February, this specific little triangle. And so you can definitely say that people are excited to finally see Bitcoin move. And so this article, shorts decline, I would say it's a really big battle between the bears and the bulls right now. And it's not really fair to say, oh, the shorts are getting, oh, the longs are getting. No, people right now are not certain where the price is going to head towards, but we have a bullish bias. So right now, it's more important to focus on building, but at the end of the day, buying a couple of altcoins is not that bad. For example, Cardano creator hints that large wave of projects is coming. Could it send ADA Moonbound? I am very excited about Cardano, as you guys most likely know. If you are a Cardano holder, make sure you press the like button. Or if you guys enjoy these daily crypto videos, make sure you press that like button and subscribe to the channel. So Cardano is one of the projects which I would say is a little bit late to the party. They've been around for a long while, but they've been slower to build their layer 1 out. And so in terms of the race between Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, all those, they're very much lackluster. But in terms of how they can progress over the next couple of months, it's looking pretty good. And Charles keeps on sharing exactly what is being thought of and what is being built. Right now, there's over 500 projects they're building right now. And I must not lie, that is a very amazing feat for Cardano. In the same sense, I have covered a couple of times that Polygon/Matic, if you don't know what the crypto is, look it up, had some issues, and apparently Binance again suspended Polygon deposits and withdrawals to sync node for the time being. There were a couple of issues before that went down for a couple of hours. They've been kind of under some scrutiny for a little bit from the crypto community. Here it says update, bridge features like deposit withdrawals and state sync have also resumed, including the full recovery of the Polygon POS infra. All funds were saved during the resolution of this issue, so it really wasn't the biggest of deals. It's just we're kind of out of it for a little second. But apparently it does not lie with layer 2. It says your Polygon has 3 layers, each of which does a different job. People who use Ethereum make smart contracts. People who use Bohr make a chain called a blockchain. And there might be a mistake in a Heimdall's 3rd layer though. Some of the Heimdall warrants couldn't get a majority of people to agree on how to verify them because of a possible feature. Some projects and traders were worried about the 11-hour break, even though the Polygon team had been told about it in advance. So once more, it's not really a big deal. The more important issues were actually fixed a while ago, like for example, December of 2021. Yeah, so things are looking good for Polygon at the end of the day. Then, when we're talking about changing the global financial system, you guys already know I usually talk about XRP, mostly because I think it's one of the best competitors for this year, for just changing the financial realm. I have a couple of articles as well that I really need to show you guys about that specific part. PayPal CEO thinks crypto has the power to redefine the global financial system. The PayPal CEO sees crypto more as a payments method instead of a tradable asset. And Dan Schulman said that crypto, along with CBDC, stablecoin, and digital wallets, will form the perfect financial ecosystem. Now, for all of you that are not following me over on Twitter yet, right now is most likely your best time. I also have an Instagram, which is TheDustDBC, post a lot of cool things on there, and a TikTok since shortly. Make sure you go check them all out if you're interested in one of them. If you're not, no worries. I'm just letting you know that they are there. But actually try to interact with as many things on Twitter as possible that I think you guys might find interesting. For example, take a look at John Dean's post here, but I digress for right now. Let's quickly cover the more important part. Breaking. Think again about changing the financial freaking future. Ripple partner and Wells Fargo are collaborating on Swift replacement. So yeah, this article to me was actually very interesting, not because it's Ripple themselves. No, guys, it's a Ripple partner company, the clearinghouse, and they're working with Wells Fargo to challenge the dominance of SWIFT with a new instantaneous payment system, which is going to be very interesting. The clearinghouse, a known Ripple partner company, is working with Wells Fargo on a cross-border payment system specifically designed to support digital commerce that could potentially replace SWIFT. The system, known as Real-Time Payment Service, would facilitate the real-time transfer of digital currency between eligible accounts at Wells Fargo. A new Wells Fargo online service agreement has been shared online that details how this project could directly challenge SWIFT's dominance. So Esoteric XRP shared huge XRP news. Earlier, I posted a video about a guy who revealed that Wells Fargo has been training on a SWIFT replacement. Now, I got an online service agreement update from WF, Wells Fargo, talking about real-time payments by Clearinghouse, a Ripple partner. Strap in. And again, guys, this is not a joke. We don't know from what perspective Ripple is going to be involved with all of this, because at the end of the day, it can utilize XRP eventually. It can also never do that, but the fact that they're working on that and it's a Ripple partner puts the odds at a really good point. And at the end of the day, let's just get excited about the changes for the financial future, not necessarily because we're maximalists of one crypto. Let's just cover the implication that this could have for crypto since they're involved with crypto companies / software companies like that. And for anybody wondering who's saying, oh, it's just a partner, it means absolutely nothing. Take a look at the person asking and Esoteric's response. By the time you get concrete evidence of anything happening, it's too late to be an early investor. Is it not? It's all probabilities. If you want black and white, you are in the wrong place. And the thing with that is, guys, with these announcements, very often we get some sort of sketchy announcement where it's like, oh, I'm not sure if that's real, not sure if that's fake. But that's literally where the majority of the money lies. I mean, take a look at the Ripple lawsuit, for example. If it was officially clear that it was not a security and everybody knew that, first of all, they wouldn't have been sued, kind of. There's still some debate. But more importantly, the price would have most likely been up like crazy. It is just the fact that there's some unknown to it, or there's not the full certainty, that gives this sort of lower value. And I think that's, again, the great part about it. The fact that we can kind of pick these things up because we can see a little bit further than most people are getting spoon-fed to them. Now, on my phone just now, I got a notification from a website that says that over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin has left exchanges, or even specifically Coinbase, over the last week or so. We're also seeing this article, Bitcoin risks final bear market capitulation as rich investors continue Bitcoin sell-off. There's some news all over the place, and I actually got a couple people telling me, Dusty, what altcoin should we be going for? Are you even getting into altcoins? Are you only Bitcoin? Are you only XRP? What? So as of this point, I would say I am going mostly the safe route, which is going for a lot of staking, putting a lot of money into just something that gives me passive income. And I kind of work with a couple of people that I know that have sent me juicy altcoins, and I just put a little bag into that. And the reason I do that is because you never really know when it's going to switch over. Because, for example, the moment that we get a crazy breakout like we basically described just now with our specific chart, if we, for example, get a crazy breakout here, I can describe to you guys at around here that we were in a bullish position, and right now we're already a couple $1,000s up from that as well. If we do get a bullish breakout though, some altcoins are going to pop off and go crazy, guys. They're going to go crazy. So one of the projects, I guess, that I've been involved with for a little while, again, I can't say I've been involved with too deeply, but that have been texting me on, I guess, a couple of different methods, and it's also kind of funny. I missed out on the first thing that they shared with me. I checked the price later on. It was really amazing. If you guys most likely know the projects because I did talk about them, but that was after they launched. And after I read more and more articles about things like this, like for example, the Stellar Development Foundation forming a 30 million fund to fund blockchain startups, and me in Dubai meeting so many different VCs and people who are investing like crazy, I've noticed and I've kind of confirmed for myself, I need to have a smaller part of my money right now that is investing into juicy altcoins rather than before. Where before, if you guys have been watching me on YouTube, you'd know that I'm investing literally like all my money into these juicy coins. But apparently over on here, they have these sort of airdrops where basically, as far as I understand, a project kind of comes and they want to give away their token to some of the users of this specific platform. So again, a little bit of a look. You have this specific token from the platform, which again, I cannot recommend you to buy or not. I'm just saying what exactly I'm thinking of here, and you guys decide for yourself. So they have their specific token on the platform, and if you stake that, you get access to multiple different airdrops along the road. And again, that's kind of what I got messed up with because I didn't fully understand. And later on, I noticed, hey, a couple of the tokens that have been airdropped to people, I believe for free, were actually really amazing. And again, all I had to do was kind of connect in some way, shape, or form with this, as they also have, I believe, a pretty big pool. So if you have their token, again, guys, I can be a little bit wrong on this. It's just what I understand. I'm also diving a little bit more into it, and I'd like to share these things whenever I am looking into them, so you guys can kind of work with me on that instead of after I've done something. You know, so it doesn't mean I'm going to buy this like crazy. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy. I'm just letting you guys know on everything that I'm thinking of. You'd have to decide for yourself. So as far as I've understood it now, they also have some sort of basket. So their 10 set token, I believe, is the basket. And if you buy that, you're buying different tokens in that as well. And again, you can stake it to get some airdrops. And I've noticed that, for example, one of the newest ones, I believe, is on the right here, if I do believe correctly, is, for example, this specific project that just got on there. And it's a little bit unfortunate that they chose this part for their name, because on the YouTube, you always want to be a little bit careful when saying that name. But let me tell you guys this. I am not going to say that this is going to be the most smart investment ever, or that this is certainly going to pop off or anything like that. But guys, let's think about this. If we get a crazy pump going, I gotta have some degenerate coins in there. And basically, I've read through this because I was just trying to read how I get some of these airdrops, or how I can kind of buy into some of the things which have launched. Because again, I believe Meta Hero is also part of their platform, and that token popped off like crazy. A little bit sad I didn't get more into that. And as far as I have read, what they're basically trying to do is like a lot of other meme type of tokens. They're trying to be an entertainment token, a lot of airdrops, and it's basically split among the people that are already holding the token, which again is just going to give you more and more, but also a very heavy burn mechanism. And as far as I've read on their website just now, their goal is to just be the most popular meme token. I guess they all have the same sort of idea, right? But I saw it, I'm not sure exactly where anymore, but somewhere I saw that they have some sort of new system for viral marketing of videos or something like that. So it could be something interesting to look into, as again, you always got to have a couple, in my opinion, a couple of degenerate cryptos in your portfolio. And again, you never know which meme is going to pop off, but hey, wait a minute, these guys are in Dubai. I might actually go check that out. But yeah, just letting you guys know on what I'm looking into. Couple of meme tokens here and there. I don't like to share them too often, but whenever I'm buying, I kind of made a promise to you guys that I'm going to be sharing it, and I'm going to be putting a little bit of a bag into it, as the $250,000 airdrops that they do every single day. I'm not sure that that's going to be the game changer, but maybe. You know, you don't know, and I got to involve myself with more things. If you have a meme token you think is really amazing, don't share it with me over in the YouTube comment section, please, because I get too many of them. But if you know some of the higher ups at the project, or if you know some venture capital funds or some launch pads or websites like that that have some expectations for a project, I think it's going to do well, you might be able to hit me up. Because at the end of the day, guys, we want to buy as many things that are going to pop off and go crazy. In this case here, the burn, the airdrop, it has potential, but mostly revolving around the crazy airdrop that we can get. And if we can buy in early, sometimes it's a crazy good opportunity, which is why I'm letting you know. So at the end of the day, you're not 1,000% sure though. On a more serious note, talking still about this investing in sort of startups, I've actually put a couple of little bags into some other projects that I most likely will be sharing with you shortly. And I've also said over on Twitter that I've got a couple of tokens that I think are really going to pop off, but I need the market to switch over a little bit before I'm going to share more. So I might do 1 or 2 tokens every week that I'm going to start kind of putting some money into. Again, we're talking some money, not a huge part of my money, but that's mostly because if you look at how much money I made with Shiba, it really it's crazy. I made a couple $100,000 off of Shiba, off of I think a couple $100. I'm not exactly 1,000% sure on that anymore. Maybe it was like 50 or 60,000 off of $100, or maybe it was, but that's because I've also been investing in like those other crazy memes. And I'm just right now speculating on when the market is going to turn around. But if we do, we need to be buying in just before that. Or, again, this is something that a lot of YouTubers are not telling you. Buy into these sales, the pre-sales, or these new launches just before the market turns around. Or just as the market is turning around. If you get to buy a sale that day when the market is pumping like 10%, oh boy, do you have yourself some luck, because usually they just pop off to the freaking moon, which at the end of the day, why I'm thinking it is some good opportunities to involve ourselves every here and there with these things. And if you guys disagree with me, please let me know. But I'm thinking, well, with Bitcoin, with XRP, we're going to do really well. Bitcoin, I still think, is going to at least triple within, let's say, 2 years or so. XRP, I think, will still 15x, but you still need some potential to go at like 100, 200, whatever x, some crazy, crazy numbers. And that is also why I am putting some money on the left and the right into some crazier things. At the end of the day, guys, it's just the story that I'm sharing with you of exactly what I'm doing. Having said that, I also have a couple of other things I want to share with you guys shortly, as there's so much happening in the crypto space right now. It is crazy. Take a look, for example, at VeChain XI China Forum. I kind of want to make another entirely separate video on VeChain in the short term. At the iChina Forum, VeChain toolchain ranked 20th in the category of innovative blockchain applications. Other notable companies on the list are Ant Group, Baidu, Huawei, and Tencent, which I think is interesting that they're on the list for blockchain applications. I wasn't really too aware they were too deep into all of that. But also, their VUSD, it's not really popping off. I wouldn't say, hey, let's all hoard VeChain right now because of this. I am buying, not right now actually, I did buy a couple weeks ago. I'm buying, I think, depends on what the market does, but I'll tell you guys shortly if I make my VeChain video. I'll tell you guys exactly about my buying strategy. Right now, I have not really got plans to stack up more depending on how the market moves. But let me say it like this. VeChain is really late to the layer 1 party, but they still have some time to make up, specifically if they go over some of the bigger rewards, specifically because they have those crazy market connections already. It could be that some of the market connections that they have already are going to propel them to the freaking moon because of the I would say the blockchain side already being built from the base layer is just the adaptation of like sort of normal casual development that we need. But yeah, right now we have a $50,000 event. It says 50K and minting bonuses are waiting to be claimed. For the instructions, I don't even know how to do this, to be honest with you guys. So don't quote me. Oh, you need it's actually an X node airdrop. Okay, so it's a little bit less juicy, I believe. It says the snap, oh, that's a 500K. Okay, I need to read into this. It's over on Stably. I don't know exactly how that works just quite yet, but hey, I mean, if you want some free money, potentially read this or check it out. It's really crazy. You can mint VUSD. No, I don't know exactly yet. I should have actually looked into that because I'm going to look in. Then again, I think the amount of money that any person might get is very little. But hey, if it's $50, maybe it's easy to do. So check it out for you guys. And otherwise, I'll come back, I think, a little bit later today and give you guys an update on how exactly we can claim this potentially. Because at the end of the day, $50 is $50, you know? So I'm definitely going to check that out for you and give you the update. But that was it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. At the end of the day, I'm always giving you guys my exact honest opinion on all these different coins, all these different matters. You might call me stupid. You might call me an idiot. You might call me whatever you want. At the end of the day, I know what I provide. I know what I'm doing. But it does not have to be the best financial choice that I make. So don't just blindly follow me. Do your own due diligence, do your own research, and at the end of the day, have fun investing.